Hi, this is Jean Pow Barabajagle, and it's Friday, Freeform Friday. Yay, Friday. Well, Friday's like the last day of my weekend. Other people start their weekend tomorrow, but I go back to work tomorrow, so not as fun of a Friday as everybody else. But I just wanted to do a random video here of stuff I've gotten and things I've done lately. So I've been, kind of tired, haven't had a lot of time to do videos, but it's been because I'm running around doing other things. I have a friend who's had an injury, so she's in a wheelchair right now, and she lives alone, but she's had lots of people coming over helping her out. She has, like a physical therapist who comes over and a bather, and couple people come over once a week and bring her meals. So that's what I do. I've signed up to try and bring her like a meal a week. So she's a vegan, and I was vegan for 3 years, and then I was vegetarian for like 10 years. And I just figure I can make a really good vegan meal. So I sign up for things, and like yesterday I made her pad thai and coconut, what do they call it? Tom Kha soup, which I love both of those, and she'd never had either, and she was like, oh my God, this is great. And, even had seconds. She eats really lightly, so for her to be begging for seconds, I was pretty proud of that. So yeah. So I was doing that. She has dogs too, cute Cairn Terriers. And I grew up with terriers, but I can't have dogs with my birds, so I get my fix on playing with a couple of cute dogs. And we've been watching several other things. We watched Encanto, and we watched Hamilton, and what else? She has been getting the Thin Man movies from the 30s or 40s, because, they have Asta, the wire fox terrier, in them. Anyway, so I've watched some of that kind of stuff with her, but I also have gotten her into Doctor Who. So I bring over episodes of Doctor Who, and now we're watching the new series in order. So we finished the 6th episode yesterday after we watched 4 episodes yesterday. So it was pretty much an all Doctor Who day. So, yeah, it's kind of good for me because I really like Doctor Who, and I haven't had a chance to watch it in a while. So they're going to do new episodes in October, and I'm wondering if I can get caught up enough to pay attention to the new series. Often I just skip it and, buy the series when it comes out on DVD, because I'm like a year or so behind right now. Anyway, enough about that. We're going to talk about music. I also bought another guitar. Yeah, well, I had kind of a flub up with a payment last month, and it meant I suddenly had $300 more, which is nice to have. And immediately I said, okay. And I had other money that came through, so I bought another bass and another guitar since I've made my last video. The bass, however, I've got at the shop, getting new strings put on it and getting it set up. So I'm not going to show you that one on this video, but I'm going to show you my guitar that I got shipped to me yesterday, which I'm thrilled about. So what I got was an Epiphone Coronet. That is the guitar that I believe Steve Marriott had in the Small Faces, but he definitely had it in Humble Pie. So it is a 1-pickup guitar, and it's cute. It's, a little lightweight guitar, kind of like an SG, but even kind of more, I don't know, toy-like to me. It was originally a guitar that was made in the late 50s. They made it throughout the 60s, but they changed the headstock at one point to a batwing headstock. This has the original type of 50s headstock. They've reissued it a couple times, but I think in 1997 they reissued him. But this is a more accurate one as far as what it looked like in the 50s. So, and I got a cherry red one. Here it is. Let's see. There you go. See, it's got this cool bikini pickguard, they call it. This is the P90 pickup. It's my only guitar with a P90, which is a single coil pickup, but it's supposed to be a little more like a humbucker in sound. It's got a unique sound. And there's the headstock. It says Epiphone. Has the big Epiphone E on the pickguard. And just really cool little guitar. They call it a, real rock guitar. There it is. So I got it out of the box and tuned it up. Let's see if I can give you a D chord. There's a beautiful D chord, unplugged. Yeah, I have a crush on it. And I bought a case. So here's the nice Epiphone case that I got. I'm going to put it back in and continue talking, but happy with that. Very happy with that. I checked it. There don't seem to be any sort of cracks, or it's not warped. It's in nice shape for $400. So very, very happy. Really nice case too. Have to say my Gretsch case with my Elliott Easton guitar is a really good case. And then my Gretsch case for my bass, which I got for free, by the way. I got because I kind of wrote Gretsch and said, there was a $100 credit they were offering for those basses because they misrepresented their pickups on them. So I said, can I get a case for it with the $100 credit? And they took months to send it to me. Then when it arrived, it was a really cheap looking case. I'm not impressed with that case, but it was free. It'll protect the guitar, so whatever. But quality when you feel it, and it's not quality, that one. This one's great, though. All right, we're off topic. So yeah, I've been doing guitar lesson stuff. I've tried to keep up a bit with my bass lessons. I can do a little better, I'll tell you. I'm going to try and make myself practice right after I make this video. But I do stuff like, sit here and endlessly write stuff down and then go try and, practice a scale that I've figured out. I have, blank paper to do things with sheet music and make tabs. And see, I kind of need to do what I consider left brain stuff as well as the right brain stuff of playing, because that helps me. I like to do doing a lesson, learning how to do what they're telling me to, but also look up some things and try and figure some stuff out just as far as where things are on the fretboard and a pattern I can kind of exercise with, because I like to give myself several things to do, and that keeps me working on it longer. And it's also like I like to alternate between instruments. That also keeps me more interested. Like I was trying to run the looper the other day. I didn't get very far. My rhythm is really bad, and I think at some point I'll get better at that, and that will help me a lot. So, but I've been thinking that when I signed up for the Fender Play lessons, they ask, okay, do you want to learn rock bass or do you want to learn funk bass? And I went, I think I'm going to pick funk. So I picked funk, and that's been interesting, where, like they're giving me like first they gave me just simply John Lee Hooker's Boom Boom to learn, which is, you know, just a couple notes, so that's good. Still, the rhythm pattern, I'm bad at. It takes me a good while to get it down. And then they were doing, oh, I can't remember, but I kind of looked ahead on some of the things you could learn, and there was like, you know, a Funkadelic song. There's One Nation Under a Groove. There was Rick James song. So I did some stuff like Pulled Out My Sly and the Family Stone. Oh, there was Curtis Mayfield, Move On Up, which I love. I love that song. So just trying to think more of, okay, I want to pick songs that not only are easy, but I can hear really clearly on a record. And it started occurring to me that maybe I should just start listening to reggae again. So today I was listening to this Peter Tosh collection I have, and I've never really listened to this much. I've listened more to, I've got a Bob Marley one here. And I'm also thinking I need to fill in my other Bob Marley albums. I have Catch a Fire. I don't have Burnin'. I'm going to order Burnin' here. And I have Natty Dread, and I have Exodus, which I love. I love Exodus. That's a really good album. But there's a couple I've never heard, like Survival. I think I'd like Survival. And I think I'd like Rastaman Vibrations, so I'll probably track those two down. Anyway, yeah, I'm just, and I like, you know, Toots and the Maytals, and I know stuff off Harder They Come, and some other stuff. So I am going online. You know, that's what I want to do with learning to play an instrument. It gets you interested in other music. So, you know, I was watching a YouTube video where they listed 25 reggae bass lines, and they had, you know, the artist and the song as he was playing it. And some of them were things I didn't know. So that's cool to me that there's and I'm writing them down going, okay, you know, that's an artist I want to check out because I don't know who that is. You know, they're not on any of the compilation albums I have. And then there'll be ones I know, like Gregory Isaac's Night Nurse. I know that song. I like that song. Or Black Uhuru's Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. I know that song. So, you know, it's good to learn. I guess that's what I'm saying. All right, so what all... I made this video before, and I found out I didn't have record press, so I'm trying to remember what I've talked about. I got some records from Christy McWilson. I did a video about Christy McWilson, but I had reordered her Desperate Girl album. This is a really good album. So if you like any of her stuff, I recommend this one too. So there's that album. I also got a couple of Yoko Ono albums I've been listening to. I got Rising again, which I really like. Rising's good. I got Fly, which I still haven't played, which I know is supposed to be quite good. And I bought some not NRBQ necessarily, but I wrote to the NRBQ site, which is Terry Adams' site. So I got a couple Terry Adams solo albums. I got this one called Letter to Andromeda. I still haven't played that. It's just him on prepared piano and clavinet, which you can see the nails in there. So it's like John Cage's prepared pianos. So I'm sure that'll sound interesting. Definitely more of an experimental album from him. I'm kind of in this experimental music mode. I also, that's one thing I don't think I've showed a week or two ago. Let's see. Is it in this? Let's see if I've got here. Yes. On eBay, they had Laurie Anderson's United States Live on vinyl, but they had it without a cover. So it was very affordable that way. And I love this record. I haven't played it in ages, so I still haven't played them, but this is what it looks like inside the cover. It's a 5 LP set. You know, there's pictures from the stage production. She's a trip. If you can find it, she had a live show around that time called Home of the Brave, and it was put out on VHS. And who knows, it's probably on YouTube. But these are pictures from, there's Oh Superman with the hand puppet type things going on. And I dreamed I had to take a test. Yeah, I would like to get more of her records. There was a point where I had a lot of them, and around the time of Bright Red and the ugly one with the jewels, I remember really disliking Bright Red. And I liked the ugly one with the jewels. I thought that was a good album. So, I know for me, sometimes she seems like she's kind of doing the same thing over and over again, but now and then when she's good, she's great. So, at least for me. So, my experimental Terry Adams albums, my experimental Yoko Ono albums, my experimental Laurie Anderson albums, and who else was I thinking of lately? Sonic Youth. I'd like to get my Sonic Youth albums again. I used to play them a lot. Again, they're somebody I kept up with to about Washing Machine and Experimental Jet Set. Around that time, I kind of lost interest in Sonic Youth. So I'd like to see kind of what albums they've done since then. I know Kim Gordon's done a solo album recently that she's promoting right now. I think that would be a good one to pick up, so I may pick that up. Was I still in the middle of NRBQ? Yes. Here's this one I listened to. Terry Adams with Marshall Allen, 10 for 2. This kind of went between sort of squonky free jazz and, you know, very melodic jazz, where it's piano and saxophone, and you could tell they both like to be squonky alternately. But yeah, I enjoyed it, so that was okay. This one is the one that surprised me. I also got this NRBQ 83. This is brand new. I haven't listened to this yet, so it's an older, it's the classic lineup from 83. I'm sure this is probably really good. They're promoting this right now. Here's the set list, sorry. That looks like probably a really solid live album by NRBQ. Terry has the tapes, so I'm sure he went through and found a really good one. But this album, Rhythm Spell, this is from 2007. So this is kind of, NRBQ sort of broke up around 2004. And then he renamed a new lineup NRBQ in 2012. But this still has Tom Ardolino, who was still alive at that point, there, NRBQ's drummer, and then T-Bone Walk and another person. This sounds like a really good NRBQ album. I was impressed. For a Terry solo album, this isn't just, you know, him doing Thelonious Monk, Sun Ra, or, you know, stuff, but this is like a solid record. So that, I would like to get a couple more of the releases on his site, because if I'm going to find one like that, that's great. Okay, what else can I show you? Yeah, you know, I think that's about it. I can show you, I did that Pickett's video, so you saw all that. Yeah, I've just been kind of doing stuff. As far as music coming up, I'm hoping to go see Ringo Starr. I think I'm going to buy a ticket and go see him in Canada. The Seattle show, I've been slow to get tickets, so it's expensive and there's not really that many available. But it looks like the BC show, I could still get some decent seats for less money, so I might do the 2.5 hour journey out to Abbotsford and take the next day off from work. I requested it off the other day, so should be able to do that. So that's I think October 9th, sorry. And then my friend Dave, who I go over and watch videos at his house off and on, he's a big fan of a lot of female rock and roll groups. So he likes the Go-Go's and he likes the Runaways and he likes, the Muffs. He really liked the Muffs. But L7 is coming and he's got 2 tickets to L7. He keeps asking if I want to go. I never really was much of an L7 fan, but I just didn't particularly listen to them. So I may pick up a CD or 2 of theirs, like Bricks Are Heavy. This is the Bricks Are Heavy tour for, that was an album that came out never in the early 90s. So I'll probably get one of those off of eBay and maybe I'll get something else, Hungry for Stink or something else like that, and see if I can bone up on L7, enjoy the show. And at the end of the month, he and I are going to go see Nick Mason from Pink Floyd do the Saucerful of Secrets tour, which I know will be great. That show's been canceled several times, so hopefully it's not canceled again. Hopefully nobody gets COVID. I'm still pretty concerned about seeing concerts, though I went and saw Christy the other night. I had my mask on the whole night, and I'll probably be masking it up while I'm at the shows. But I also just had my 3rd booster, so I'm a little less concerned because it was a bivalent booster. So yeah, I'll probably go to a few more shows, but I just want to curtail it compared to what I used to do. Okay, you guys all take care. Bye.